Fucking sweet. Hey guys, for the 2 people who are here already, welcome to the surprise stream. Man is out wedding dress shopping, so I'm doing this because I had a long fucking day at work and it sucked. So I'm gonna play some Yu-Gi-Oh. And we're like in really low rank right now, so we can really play whatever the fuck we want. So let's play some hippos. Let's play some hippos. Some hippos. Why is this running like shit? I'll go first. Shit, we want to go second with this deck. Oh well. Oops. Oops. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. I mean, this hand wasn't great whether we went first or second, so it's okay. Everything's fine. We'll just get OTK'd. Don't worry about it. Let's give ourselves some life points. Try to like stave off said OTK. We'll set this face down and we'll pass it up. Hey Drew, how you doing? Hit the face down with MST. Sure. We'll summon some hypos. We'll put them on the board in like the weirdest orientation. We'll put like one over here or something. I could be playing Baldur's Gate. I really could be. I kind of want to. But that's okay. What did I do to Dave? Dave's just really tired. But the channel's been light on content lately, so I figured if I got a free night with nothing to do, I'll at least give you guys a shitty Yu-Gi-Oh stream, all by myself. I can actually talk to chat too. I don't need to concentrate because I bricked, so I don't really care what my opponent does. I mean, I do, but I can't do anything about it. Just gonna trust the process here, I guess. I don't know what to play. It's kind of... Yu-Gi-Oh's in a really weird place right now. I just don't care about anything that's, like, out. Like, you know, I couldn't care, and I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe a fun event will get me to want to play again, but I don't know. I would kill for like an Edison like format or something on this thing. Like Time Wizard ban lists, just anything, man. Come on. Like, I'd love to play some GOAT, like, just officially supported and things, because I don't want to go to a building with real people and talk to real people. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm too old for that. Stinky locals. I haven't been to a real tournament in freaking, like, 3 years. Holy shit. The Josh Cup will return. We're not quitting the Josh Cup. I just want to play Baldur's Gate. I have I have 2 copies of this game. One on my PS5, one on my computer. On my PS5, I got Amanda's game that we've been playing together, her Bard, and my Orc Barbarian. And then on my computer, I got Gabby, which you guys have been joining us for, as well as Cora, my sexy muscle-bound monk mommy. Elemental monk mommy. Which I played on the plane to Japan because I bought the ROG Ally so I could play my Steam library remotely. I could be doing that. I could be playing Cora right now, but I gotta at least get that mate, right? Because I got the gold pass, so I should get some games in. I do like that this guy isn't doing fucking diddly shit. Here we go. This is why I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I did fucking nothing on my turn and passed immediately. And this game's been going for like 20 minutes. Fuck. Of course, this isn't a wombo combo problem. This is my opponent doesn't know how to play his own deck problem. So I guess that's not quite a fair argument. I'll give it that. X's code is hard. I mean, you know what? I shouldn't be too hard on Ka here, because you can play all the tutorials in the world and read manuals on how to play a deck, but fumbling around with the cards is really the best way to learn a deck. Now, you might learn some bad habits and some suboptimal play lines until somebody who actually knows what they're doing tells you you're being a poo-poo head, but you'll at least understand why you're being a poo-poo head when they explain it, because you have a bearing of how the deck is supposed to function. As opposed to, like, when Kieran tries to explain a deck, I've literally never read a single card from before, and he goes on like a 10-minute tirade. I'm like, bruh, I don't even know what half the words you're saying are. I lost track of this conversation 30 seconds after you started it. My dude literally just used access code's effect to blow up a goddamn token. It's gotta feel so bad. He won, right? Like, this one got attack a couple times, can't it? Yeah, it's been like a million years since I summoned this thing. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Leeching the Light. That's almost good. Too bad we don't have any more hippos. We would have won just now. Shit. It's okay. It's okay. Old man gives some life points. Leeching the Light's dead. That's a shame. But that's okay. Yeah, just do this. Let's get rid of that thing. You don't want that thing on your side of the field anymore. Then we're gonna play this, and when we get back, give me that back. It's my monster. It's not your monster. We're gonna play Power to Guardians on it because I'm an idiot. And then we're gonna go all in at this point, and then I'm just gonna smack this stupid Jaguar, the Godzilla monster. It's Jet Jaguar. But anyway, now who's got Bungus? Me. Dave Gongboat. This guy's got 3 cards in it. I think he's probably doing good. I mean, he might be out of gas. Who knows? Maybe his extra deck is fucking whack. He's got 12 cards left. He's fine. He doesn't know what he's doing, though. That could be a plus. But you don't have enough. This is only gonna do like 900 damage, right? Yeah. Okay. Foxy's not a bad one. The guy is watching a tutorial on how to play salads. If someone kaiju... What do I do if someone kaiju's my access code talker? What do you mean I should have won if I played access code talker? My opponent... What do you mean my opponent should have never had a chance to kaiju it? I don't think this guy's gonna summon anything. Oh, there we go. Just playing a field spell over the field spell. I vaguely remember that being something they actually do. Let's go. Bailings, okay. Okay, Gazelle. I'm gonna lose this too, right? Like, I can just feel it. Like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I'm gonna lose to this. Because I play bad decks. Like, my decks are fucking terrible. Maybe that's why I hate this game so much. Because all the decks I want to play are fucking terrible. Oh, did he just, like, time out? Time limit win. Hey. That is a way to win a duel. All right, let's go. I did pick up some Japanese cardboard. I think I posted it on my Twitter. I got a copy of Magi Magician Girl and a playset of Parallel Rare Swap Frogs. Oh, and a bunch of Rush Duel cards. I got the Harpy Lady booster box. I'm gonna open on the channel, so I'm gonna film that this weekend. I don't know what any of those cards are, but I am gonna open it, and it's gonna be a thing. Or like, I couldn't go to Japan and not get a copy of Magi Magician Girl, right? Like, we stayed in Akihabara, which is like anime weeb central, and there's like every other. Okay, I'm not kidding. Every other establishment was a Yu-Gi-Oh card shop. Like, it was bizarre. Like, you walk into one place, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! You walk out, immediately the next to it was a waifu statue place. And immediately next to that was a pachinko parlor. And then the pattern reset, and you're back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Store. Oh, and there's maid cafes in there somewhere, too. Those felt a little scuzzy, though. We didn't do that. That's whatever. We couldn't actually find any, and we went to, like, raunchy stores, like porn stores and shit. So, I found the hentai. So, like, I was in that kind of store, and I could not find body pillows. The only one that had them was a store called Animate, which is like an anime store, but it's like they're proprietary characters. Like, they're like this. Animate does like boy bands and girl bands, but they're, and you can buy CDs and shit for them, but they're all anime characters. So it's like a store dedicated to fictional musicians, I guess. I think they had pillows of some of the waifus of the musicians, but like I didn't know who those people were, so I don't want to sleep with a sexy lady who I don't know. It wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that. It wasn't too bad though. Okay. We did not get the card we needed. Son of a bitch. I was really hoping we'd see a copy of Bleach in the Light and just win this game, right? That would have been cool. Probably should save that, but to your side of the field? Bungus. That's fine. This deck is old, so I would say that the Mekanko are like hippos, not the other way around. Just saying. Some Bleach in the Light, don't we? Kids should have saved. Yeah, I should have saved somewhere. I shouldn't have used it. I wasn't paying attention. So I didn't see him dump Jet, but I guess why wouldn't he have dumped Jet, right? That's the play. So. My favorite place I went to was this place called like Radio Tower Kaikan, and it was like 10 floors, and every floor was like 2 or 3 stores, and they were just like crazy nerd stuff. Like the first floor was a gift shop, a Yu-Gi-Oh card store, and a 7-Eleven. And then the second floor was a big statue store, a Yu-Gi-Oh card store, and something else. And then like 3 was the bookstore, which K-Books, which had like all the doujins you could possibly want, including a raunchy section. You could get nudie mags if you wanted to, if you were into that kind of thing. And then like another Yu-Gi-Oh store. Like almost every floor had a Yu-Gi-Oh card store. It was a fucking crazy department store. It was awesome. They had these dolls you could buy. They like weren't porn dolls. They were like doll, like, you know, more traditional, like you buy it for a little girl and you dress it up and you play with it. But they weren't for girls necessarily. They were just dress up dolls. And they were like 2 feet tall. They were like really big, right? And like super intricate and very expensive. And you can like build, like you can like picture the calves and their chests and their heads and their hands, and you like assemble them. And like you buy all their clothes and shit. And you can have like little wigs and things to make them look like whatever anime character you want them to look like. It was the craziest thing. There was some wild crap in that department store. It was really cool. There's a couple of model shops, which were neat. What else did we do? We ate a lot of food. We went to Kyoto. Saw shrines and shit. The castles. Did all the, you know, cultural stuff. But Tokyo was really fun. I loved Tokyo. Akihabara was cool, like I said. Shibuya was cool. Shinjuku was like Times Square. We went for like a couple hours and left because I live in New York and I don't go to Times Square because it's not something that somebody who lives here does. and Shinjuku had that same kind of vibe where it's like, this is the uber touristy area. And yeah, we were there and we did a lot of retro game hunting because I was like, you know what? I want to get every N64 cartridge, not just the NTSC ones. And I was like in Japan, so I figured, hey, let's buy some Japanese-only cartridges. And they're very, very cheap in Japan. Like, you can probably get some of the more, like, shitty sports titles and stuff that are Japanese-only for, like, 300 yen, which is, like, $2. So, like, we were able to do more than half of every single Japanese exclusive. There's, like, I think 80 of them, and we bought, like, 40 games. And we only spent like a couple hundred. It was really, really, like, really inexpensive. Yeah, before... Wow, that guy's Nibiru point was like right at the point in which he can do it. That feels bad, man. Alright, let's see what we get. Yeah, I feel like Legion Light's not even in the deck. Yeah, the Japanese games are generally cheaper. I don't know why. I guess maybe I can only think that they didn't sell as well over here, so there's just not as many floating around. Because the N64 didn't do very well. Like, Like, it's very well loved, and everyone's very nostalgic for it. But, like, everyone must have played it at a friend's house because it sold like a lead weight. So. We actually were able to buy one of the Japanese / PAL exclusive games. There's like 4 of them that came out in Europe and Japan, but didn't come out in North America. So the weird, like, we didn't get them hybrid games. We actually got one of those too, which was pretty slick. It was some soccer game, because of course it would be. There's also some European exclusive ones as well. I'm gonna get those ones in box because I can't play those. You can play Japanese titles with an N64 from America, but you can't play PAL games because PAL games run on a different frequency, so it's not compatible. So I might as well get those ones in box, and those are like all stupid soccer games. Yeah, I think we didn't sell very well over here, and it sold pretty well in Japan. So there's just more more used stock floating around. Yeah, we knocked out most of the cheap ones. We did get one of the expensive titles. I got both custom robos, which is pretty slick. I'm annoyed that most of the Japanese titles are just crappy sports games and shit, but like some of them aren't. Some of the ones that we didn't get are real games, and it's freaking stupid. Like, we didn't get Custom Robo 1 and 2 for like no reason. And Animal Crossing. Like, Animal Crossing's a real fucking game. Now, we got Animal Crossing for GameCube, and it's literally the same. It just got ported to the GameCube. It's the same game as the Japanese one. But the Japanese had it for N64, which that was another one we found. We actually got Animal Crossing on N64, which was pretty sweet. But like, it's super weird. Like, there were some real titles that just never made it to the United States. It wasn't like crap like a couple of the games that are exclusive to Japan are like Japanese minor league, like J League. They call them like J League Soccer. It's like, of course that didn't get an international release because no one outside of Japan is going to give a shit about that. But like, I'm shocked like Custom Robo and things like that didn't. There's another one that looked really cool. It's called like J2 or something. It's like a Tamagotchi, but anime waifu. You have to like date her and take care of her or whatever. I'm like, okay, I guess why we didn't get that game, but that's pretty interesting. It's like sexy Hey You Pikachu, and I'm really surprised that, you know, we didn't get a port of that, because that's like just a really wild, wacky use of the technology. There's that one. What? There's that train driving game. We found a copy of that. We don't have the controller for it. The special train driving controller, but we did get the cartridge. Oh, and not only are all of them soccer games, the ones that aren't soccer games are apparently mahjong games, which I also understand why we wouldn't get a localization for, because who gives a shit about mahjong? But one of the titles has an Ethernet jack, like a modem built into the cartridge. Like, there's like a plug in the back of the cartridge for like a phone line. So that was neat, which means that game must support some kind of online multiplayer or leaderboards or something, which is just wild for N64. And yeah, the GameCube also sold like a lead weight, which is a damn shame because the GameCube's an excellent system with a phenomenal library. It's probably a better library than the N64. And not only that, but the GameCube is easier to play on modern TVs because it has, at least if you got one of the older ones, has a digital output port with the proper cable and or dongle. You can extract a 480p signal from that and upscale that pretty easily. So it outputs progressive scan, which is actually pretty crazy. Unlike the N64 that outputs like mush resolution. Oh yeah, the Evangelion game. Yeah, that we saw that. I don't think I managed to purchase it though. We couldn't find it in the stores. Or if I did, it wasn't a good deal for it or something. But yeah, I remember seeing that on the list that Amanda put together. She made a spreadsheet in Excel about of all the titles, so we can check off the ones that we buy. And I saw the Evangelion game. I was like, that's a weird game for N64. I think it's a shitty fighting game. I don't remember. All right. I love how this guy just isn't doing anything. Like, what is even going on over there, man? This guy's like playing Dragon Link, and we're over here not paying attention to this game. I guess I'll just redo the attack. Baller Case stream's been hilarious. Because we're all playing ridiculous characters. I'm playing the halfling warlock Gabby Ghoul, who her packed weapon is a log of salami. You got Ryan, who's playing the Blue Eyes White Dragonborn cleric, and we got Kieran playing Mr. Toss, a berserk barbarian who can only attack by throwing things. He can't swing a sword, but he can chuck one. He's been the MVP of the run so far, because when we're fighting goblins, he can pick up goblins and throw them at other goblins and kill 2 goblins. It's really good and really funny to watch. It's been really fun. Thanks, Ghost Nappa. Jesus Christ, I couldn't care less about this. It's a sexual game? I mean, kinda. That's a horrible misrepresentation of the game, though. That's like saying Mario is about turtle abuse. Like, okay, I guess that technically happens in the game, but to say that as the theme of the game is wildly incorrect. Baldur's Gate. Now, were the companions a little horny? Yeah, you can romance every single companion in the game, depending, no matter what your character actually is or what they identify as. And all the companions didn't seem to care that someone else was gunning for you, so you'd get everyone shooting their shot at the same time, and people are like, yo, this game is uber horny. Which is it's funny. Now, there is nudity, like if you take your character's clothes off, you can see their boobies or their pee-pee, but you can disable that. If you're really offended by the sight of a pee-pee, you can turn the pee-pees off. And they have nudity because, you know, if you fully romance on one of the other characters, you can have like a little love-making scene. It's not graphic or anything. It's just like topless schmoozin', but like, you know, I guess they wanted to go for some realism, because when two people actually have sex, they typically take their clothes off. Unlike in movies, where like the woman's always inexplicably wearing a bra for some reason, because they want to keep it like a PG-13 rating. Not that, you know, I haven't never had sex with a woman who kept her bra on, because, I don't know, just weird, like, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. We just didn't get completely naked or whatever. But no, traditionally, both people are nude when you make love. So, you know, it's a little weird when you see in a movie when someone's not. So I think that's just what they were going for in the game, is just, you know, for some realism. Because it's certainly not graphic nudity. So, like, I couldn't imagine someone, like, jerking their gherk into this stuff. I mean, I guess you could you could masturbate to go Baldur's Gate if you, because honestly, you could masturbate to anything. You could masturbate to my stream if you really wanted to. Matter of fact, I'm sure there's someone out there doing that. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. but it's not like it's we'll call it. It's not like the game is what one would traditionally think as like a horny thing, like a Steam porn game or whatever. Danny. Yeah, you're getting there. You are so close. I can tell, big boy. That's what happens when Ryan and Kieran aren't here. Do it for Daddy. Oh yeah. You can tell I'm tired. That's got to be against some kind of YouTube term and condition, right? Like, jokingly. And yeah, you could be an absolute jackass and not even give anybody the time of day. I will say this: if I did have one critique of the game, in the romance department, is that when someone shoots their shot and you turn them down, all the dialogue options aren't like, "I'm sorry, I just don't feel that way." They're like, "Get the fuck out of here, scrub!" Like, they're all like kind of mean and rude. I feel kind of bad. I'm like, I'll fuck it just because it feels mean not to, that's not a great scenario to be in real life. But like, it's a video game, and I you know, probably for some reason give a crap about these people who don't really truly exist think. But I mean, if you really want to, you could play the entire game completely naked with your boobies or your pee-pee hanging out, or if you built your character right, both. And wielding just a salami and just whapping people with that if you really want to. You won't be a very good character, but it would certainly be a funny playthrough of the game and make all the cutscenes probably ridiculous. It's your prerogative. Does this do anything? Cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Okay. Which means I gotta do this first. That didn't do nothing? Oh. LOL. So this would have worked. That's okay. It's fine. We wanted the kaiju. Are you winning, son? I mean, define winning, Dad. I raw dogged Karlak. I guess that's a win. Without getting burned, I guess. Now it's off to defeat the evil vampire Cazador. Wearing nothing but my underwear. That's a big win. Karlak is hot. Because she has an infernal engine in her body causing her to overheat. Making her physically impossible to touch. Because she is very warm. She's also an attractive woman. But that's doing her character a disservice. Yes, she is a mommy and very attractive and red. But she's also a puppy dog and too pure for this world. And I don't know. Feels mean. She's such a nice person. She's not real. She's not real enough to care. If I had one good thing to say about the game, I mean, I have 1,000 good things to say about the game, but if I had to pick one, it's that the companions are extremely well-written characters, and whether they're all likable or not is up to you as the player, but they're all certainly feel real enough for you to like or dislike. Like, the ones that are jerks feel like believable jerks. The ones that are likable feel like legitimately real likable people. Like, they're very well-written characters, and it makes you give a damn about a thing that can't give a damn about you because it's not real enough to do so. The characters are well fleshed out. Was that a pun? If so, lol. Oh man, did I fucking not use my stupid spell again? That's what I get for talking to you jerks. I know, Rogue. I'm sorry. I keep not noticing that it's in my hand and doing something else and then realizing too late. Who's best girl? Right now in the chat. This part of this Amber Heard. This part this I meant in the game, not in real life. And that wouldn't even be a right answer for either. What was I gonna say? Shit, man, losing my train of thought. God damn it. Oh. I mean, I would. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, I probably would too, right? Like, she's physically attractive. I don't know if I can get over the fact that she's a big jerk. You need like a rubber mattress cover just in case you piss her off. I don't know, that's a weird one for me. It's hard divorcing yourself of a person's personality completely, especially if you know them to be that much of a jerk. You know? What is this? Yeah, you can make Minthara a companion. In all the games I've played so far, I have never gotten her because you have to be a jerk to get her. You got to be a bad guy. But everyone says she's a riot to have on your team. But unless you're super careful, you like either lose or kill some of the other companions in order to obtain her. I guess there's a way to kind of not do that, but it's kind of tricky. Alright, we're going to play it. I promise. Leeching the light, eh? This guy's got to be like, wait, what? Time me to do that. Once. Okay, that's fine. We did it. We won the shit out of that game. That was some like JoJo level of nonsense where he's like sitting there like talking about how awesome and unstoppable his 6K beater is, and I'm like, that's when I reveal that I've been actually gaming him the entire time, and I have a long speech about how he's an idiot, and he fell right into my hands, and then it's like, and then I hit him with it. With my big punch goes. You know what? I'm gonna shotgun the Max City because I don't know what this deck does. I know what happens. Their life points a lot. $30,000 attack power. Okay, he just didn't do anything. Interesting. I'll kaiju a single Dynamorphia, which feels really fucking stupid. And then we're gonna owner seal it back, which also feels really fucking stupid. Not Solemn Judgment. He's like, no, that's my kaiju. I mean, I guess. Yeah, Hippo is actually really good in the Leeching the Light combo because all the other guys end up like exactly as strong as their strongest guy probably, but he ends up 800 stronger, so he's good to have on the board. He helps clean stuff up. What is this guy doing? I feel like everyone we played tonight has like just not done very much. Like they're just kind of fucking around. I guess that's true. I don't even think I'm in silver. I think I'm still in bronze. Jack Hipp-OTK 7. LOL. I guess you would have to blow that up, right? But you probably should blow up the monster. I guess you can put in defense mode. It's a shame he blew up Old Man. Old Man be really good against this deck. Because it doesn't need to be on field very long. I want to know Dynamorphia Diplo's loop, where you just keep burning your opponent for like 500. You should be able to fusion this other, right? That's probably like a problem, because like my hand's really fucking bad right now. Let's see if we can draw a monster, I guess. Buster? Pot of Extravagance, baby. That's exactly what we needed. It's even in this extra deck. It's a bunch of nonsense, right? Yeah. No, it only requires one monster. That's fine. See what we get? Some waifu thing. Wow, we couldn't have drawn worse. You know, I think he got me. Mostly because we bricked. But that doesn't mean he didn't get me. Probably should have set the Legion of the Light instead, but it's fine. He just needs to get his life points less than 300. Now we can just win. We just got to draw Old Man. We got him. Logia. Alright. With Logia on board, I don't know what we could draw into. Damn, I really should have not put the honor seal down on the board. That was a misplay. See, I knew it too. Maybe we'll negate it. Wouldn't that be funny? I should have put Legion down. I knew that too, because I was like, if I draw a Kaiju, I might need this. Shite. Nah, whatever, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. I threw it down as something for him to waste resources blowing up, and he wasted resources blowing it up. That was the correct tactical call. I just used the wrong card. Like a fucking idiot. I guess with Logia on board, it wouldn't have mattered. Unless the fusion doesn't do anything. Then I guess I could have had it, because I could have Kaiju the Logia, but yeah, we'll see. Interesting hand. guess we'll max C. I think fucking 1 for 1 though, right? I doubt he's gonna do much more than this. He might. Big boy. My extra guy, oh no. I didn't realize that that goes off even if it's not actually summoned properly. That's really funny. That's a light type. Good to know. All right, here we go. I gotta keep her 1? Okay. Yes, you can. I just didn't because I want to save it. I'm gonna let this ride just in case Hippo counts as 2 summons. I think it actually might. Hey, I'll blow an Ash Blossom on it. It's actually ideal. My side of the field, this one, to your opponent's side of the field, the big one. Burn him for game. All right, I think Amanda's home. I don't know if I'm done with my stream, but I am going to go say hi to her, so I'll be right back. Oh, might as well grab some water. We'll them up there too, right? Ooh, stiff. Oh, okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it. She's home. She wants to talk about the stuff she was doing. So I am going to go do that instead of this. So I will probably see you guys this Wednesday. And also look for a video coming up. It'll be the opening for that Rush School stuff. Alright, and I'll see you guys next time.